As Zambia prepares for the next general election, everyone is asking for your vote. You have heard the promises. We will stop load shedding. We will bring down the cost of living. We will make mealie meal cheaper, and we will stabilize the economy. But before you decide who to support, pause and ask this simple question. What has this person actually done for their community and for the nation? In today's episode, we look at what truly makes a suitable candidate for Zambia's future. We will talk about the progress already made, the responsibility of those in opposition, and why real leadership must be proven long before an election campaign begins. This conversation is not about tearing each other down. It is about building Zambia up. Hello. Hello and welcome to the Awakening with Kelvin Phiri Podcast, part of our Bridges to Prosperity series, where we explore the systems, values, and choices shaping Africa's future by the year 2050. This is a space for open dialogue where we celebrate progress, challenge ourselves to do better, and encourage leadership that serves the people, unites communities, and strengthens institutions. Whether you are in Zambia or in the diaspora, this is your home for reflection, growth, and hope. Disclaimer. Before we begin, please note that the views shared in this episode are for civic education and public interest discussion only. They do not represent any political party or individual. Our goal is to promote dialogue that builds understanding, strengthens national unity, and encourages citizens to participate responsibly in shaping Zambia's future. The heart of the question. As Zambia moves toward the 2026 elections, political parties are once again preparing their lists of candidates. But beyond the rallies and slogans, we must ask, what makes a suitable candidate? Every 5 years we hear the same campaign promises. We will fix the economy, we will end load shedding, we will bring down the cost of living, and we will make mealie meal affordable. Yet today, Zambia is already taking concrete steps in those directions. We have seen power projects being expanded, new transmission lines under construction, free education restored, and major debt restructuring deals that are stabilizing the economy and rebuilding confidence. These are not small achievements. They are building blocks. As citizens, we must protect and strengthen what is working, not destroy it through endless negativity. Leadership is not about saying everything is wrong. It is about recognizing what is right and helping to make it better. Beyond popularity and money, our politics must grow beyond noise and showmanship. True leadership is not determined by who shouts the loudest or who distributes the most cash during campaigns. Leadership must be about service and discipline. A true leader respects the rule of law and the institutions that govern us. Zambia has come a long way in rebuilding its democratic credibility. The separation of powers between the executive, legislature, and judiciary is being respected more than ever before, and that is something to celebrate. We cannot afford to go backwards to the days when court decisions were ignored or law enforcement was attacked for doing its job. Respecting the law is not weakness, it is strength, and it is the foundation of peace and investment. Learning from recent events. Across Africa, we have seen how politics can turn personal, where national matters are used to settle private scores. But Zambia must be different. We have a growing democracy that allows freedom of expression, open media, and an independent judiciary. These are precious things we must protect. When the courts have spoken, that must be the end of it. When the government acts within the law, we must support those actions because the stability of a nation depends on the respect we all show for its institutions. A mature democracy is not defined by how often people protest, but by how responsibly they engage. The qualities we should look for. So what makes a suitable candidate, whether from the ruling party or the opposition? It is not about popularity, money, or social media slogans. It is about values. Let us talk about 5 that matter most. Service, leadership. Proven by action, service is the clearest test of leadership. Before asking for votes, a candidate must show evidence of service, building schools, supporting community projects, mentoring youth, or simply showing up in times of need. We have seen this in action through community boreholes drilled, local roads graded, and health centers reopened. These acts of service, large or small, prove commitment. True service does not wait for elections. It starts long before. Integrity, the currency of trust. Integrity is what separates real leaders from opportunists. Can this person be trusted with public money? Can they tell the truth even when it is not convenient? Integrity is not about perfection. It is about honesty. A person who steals from public resources cannot suddenly become trustworthy because they changed parties or printed new posters. Integrity builds confidence. Without it, every promise is just noise. Respect for law, obedience to the Constitution. Respect for the law is the backbone of stability. A suitable candidate must demonstrate obedience to the Constitution and to the institutions created under it. In recent years, we have seen how respecting due process has restored Zambia's global reputation. The fight against corruption is now being handled through proper legal channels, and that must continue. If we truly love our country, we must support the rule of law, even when it challenges those we admire personally. When institutions work, citizens win. Vision. Seeing beyond the election vision distinguishes politicians from statesmen. A politician looks at the next election, while a statesman looks at the next generation. We must ask, what is their plan beyond the campaign? How do they intend to build on the foundations already laid in energy, education, housing, and agriculture? Real vision means continuity, not constant reversal. It means building on progress, not destroying it to score political points. Zambia needs leaders who see beyond themselves and who see a nation that can feed itself, power itself, and unite itself. Humility, the strength to serve. Finally, humility. True humility is the mark of greatness. A humble leader listens before speaking, respects others regardless of rank, and remembers that power belongs to the people. The president himself has often reminded us that leadership is about service, not privilege. That mindset must guide every councillor, MP, and aspiring leader. Humility means never forgetting who you serve. The people of Zambia. A suitable candidate must therefore embody service, integrity, respect for law, vision, and humility. Without these, no manifesto will ever succeed. With them, even ordinary citizens can achieve extraordinary things. Accountability for those in opposition. This message is not only for those in government, it is also for those in opposition. To every opposition MP, what have you done in the past 5 years for your people? Have you been part of the solution or just an echo of criticism? Have you offered ideas or simply rejected everything government proposes? Being in opposition is not a license to block progress. It is a call to provide credible alternatives and to support what benefits the people regardless of of who initiated it. Respect for government institutions should not depend on who holds office. When law enforcement acts within its mandate, when courts make rulings, when the presidency represents the nation, those offices deserve respect. Even during moments of national tension, such as the recent burial impasse of the former president, political maturity is shown not in how loudly one condemns, but in how calmly one guides the nation forward. Buying influence or distributing money during campaigns will never make anyone a true leader. The Zambian people are wiser than that, and they are watching. Leadership starts before the election. Real leadership begins before the ballot box. If you have never served your community before, you will not start after you win. Every one of us can lead by cleaning our surroundings, helping the vulnerable, mentoring the youth, or supporting local initiatives. Leadership starts in the heart, not in the office. If we all do our part, we strengthen the work that government is already doing and accelerate national progress together. Leadership is not about degrees, it is about heart. Degrees are good, but they do not automatically produce compassion. We need leaders who can connect with the people, not just those who speak fluent English or hold business titles. A true leader understands the challenges of ordinary citizens, from the cost of mealie meal to the struggle of finding work. Education gives knowledge, humility gives understanding, and that is what Zambia needs more of: understanding hearts and willing hands. The role of the people. Government alone cannot build Zambia. Every citizen has a role to play. We must support policies that promote investment, job creation, and law and order. We must encourage leaders who prioritize development over division. We must stop selling votes for handouts and instead invest in accountability. The leaders we choose reflect the values we hold. Building a Zambia of character. As Zambia approaches 2026, let us not treat elections as a fight between parties, but as a test of our national character. We have made progress by restoring education access, stabilizing debt, expanding energy projects, and reopening opportunities for investment. But we must protect this progress through unity, maturity, and patience. When candidates come to you asking for votes, ask them, what have you done? What are you doing now? How will you build on what is already working? The future of Zambia will not be built by constant complaints. It will be built by those who serve with integrity, humility, and heart. Closing, you have been listening to the Awakening with Kelvin Phiri Podcast, part of our Bridges to Prosperity series. If this episode inspired you, share it, subscribe, and join the conversation. Together, let us continue building a peaceful, united, and prosperous Zambia, where leadership means service and progress is shared by all.